Take a look at our teams and The following is a special presentation from the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. It's time for In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Sponsored by your Laurel County Farm Bureau agents Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Restyles Consignment Shop in Corbin, Kentucky. Also, Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Allstate agent Zach Davison in Corbin, Kentucky. The L4 Security Network from London, Kentucky. All here on In the Huddle on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Aikens today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Restyle's Consignment Store now open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., 506 4th Street, Corbin. We take gently used, nearly new items on consignment, and we take donations. Shop for housewares, clothing, shoes, baby items, and more. We even have things for the guys. Restyle's Consignment Store. We do the work while you make a profit.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, call my good friend Sean Disney with USA Realty. Over 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 4 years experience as a multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to the success for you and your family. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to make your real estate dreams come true.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-8255 6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg. Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. Welcome to the 13th Region Media Network, L4 Security, and they take care of us and are so good to help us out so much, and we appreciate Martin's Peterbilt for their sponsorship. They present this program and do a great job. We also want to thank Jimmy and Donovan Storm, our friends from Kentucky Farm Bureau. We'd like to thank Heritage Pharmacy. We'd like to thank Restyles Consignment Shop there in Corbin, Wildcat Harley Davidson of London, Zach Davison, Allstate agent there in Corbin, and also, again, the L4 Security Network. So got a great show for you tonight. What an exciting week of football, soccer, and volleyball in the region. And I'm telling you what, fall is upon us, and it's our favorite time of year. And we just had some great success in the region. We had some teams get upset, teams that didn't win in the region. But listen, the reason we're here to promote the student athletes, appreciate your comments. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. And just remember to stay positive and, understand why we're doing what we're doing. We're going to highlight all the games of the week. We're going to have all our weekly awards for Player of the Week and all the different things. But we will have some special guests tonight. One of them's a friend of mine. I'm so glad to have him here in Corbin. And I want to welcome the head football coach of the Corbin Redhounds, Coach Stammons. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, Coach. You got to go up I-75 just a little bit to North Laurel the other night. And your team started out well and withstood a little bit of pressure there in the second half, but you picked up a big win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a tough game. It wasn't perfect by no means, but very, I kind of like going through those games. I know that anytime Corbin plays local teams, it's tough. But our kids did a great job. There's a lot of improvement from week 1 to week 2. After watching film with the kids and seeing that, we weren't perfect by no means. We went up 21 pretty quick in the first half and had a couple opportunities to score some more and didn't. But North Laurel fought. They played extremely hard. So it was one of those games that was a very physical game. But I was proud of our kids' effort, and they battled through some adversity there, like you mentioned, and but very proud of them. And anytime you can win on the road, anytime you can win, anytime's a blessing.
Yeah, and it was a great game, great crowd, great atmosphere. They call it the jungle up there, and I was glad you got to see that. I mean, to be able to go on the road and not have to get back at 2:00 in the morning, but to be somewhere close. Talk about the atmosphere, and there was a lot of blue, there was a lot of red in there as well. But that just solidifies what high school football is in Kentucky.
Yeah, it was great weather, great night for high school football. I know their kids were excited. Our kids were excited playing, local, like you said, just right down the road. It was neat. It was neat to see, of course, Corbin's, special and with their fans and the community and everything, but just to see both teams and, to battle and to be so, close in proximity, they all know each other. It seems like, years ago, that's how it was in every every game, but as
Yeah.
time has changed, different teams play different, teams from different areas. So, but it was a great atmosphere, great energy, and, it's fun to be a part of.
Well, Coach, last year when it was announced that you were coming, we were so excited about that, and you didn't have a whole lot of time, with practices starting right away. Having a full year under your belt and being able to get to know the kids better, know the family and the community. How's your input coming into this year two with this team?
Well, that's my favorite thing is the relationship part. To see where the kids are at, see where they're going to get to, is why you coach. To be a part of their lives and to experience, the struggles they might have in life, and to be a part of that, and the good things, and to see the rewards they get, and that's why we've all done it. We've all been there. I'm older now, and so I've done those things. So it's not about me; it's about these kids, and each and every week presents a new challenge, but it's hard to really be close with them unless you spend time with them. So I was with a lot of them a lot of the year, the whole year in the off season and the weight room, and that's the number one thing in anything you do is relationships, and our kids believe that, and they know that, and they love each other, and to me that's always the most important thing. So the ability to be around them more, the ability to be around them, and build those relationships are, to me, the most important thing. So we're getting better in a lot of ways, and I'm excited about that. And there's a lot of little wins, within off season, out of season, in season, that no one ever sees. And, from a kid improving, or a kid getting to play that really didn't know he could play that much, or seeing a kid gain more confidence, or seeing the kid step up and make a tackle. Everybody sees Friday night, but in the end, there's so many things that go into it, and that starts all year. And these kids go through different things in life. So anytime you coach like that, I think it's important to spend the time with them. And so it's been a blessing.
There's just so much energy on your sideline, and just see your coaching staff and everyone. You've got some great senior leadership. Let's talk about some of that crew. What they mean to the team this year with your seniors.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great group of seniors who, I kind of mentioned this before, just talking about the team, but they care about each other, and you can see that. They care about each other, and to me, talent wins, but to be special, it takes a lot, but I think ultimately they got to care about each other and love each other and want to play for one another, and that's still true to the end of time. I mean, there's no secret to anything. I think it's ultimately the kids, and you can see it. There's no ego. They want to play hard. They want that their teammate to do well, and and that goes back to the relationship factor. So ultimately, I think that this group is going to get better every week. This group cares about each other, and it starts with the seniors. The seniors are strong, and they do that, and they set the tone. Then the other kids will understand that. So, from Cam's done a great job. Leadership, Eli's been an outstanding leader. Gavin, Max, I can name Cole. A lot of those kids play a lot of football, and they've been great. We've changed a lot of things. Not a lot. I mean, we've kept some things, but they're still learning some things and trying to understand things. So, we're a little bit different than what we have been, but at the same time, there's some similarities. But they've embraced that, and they've done a great job leading the kids and helping them, and I'm very, very proud of them.
Yeah, and just a great job from top to bottom. Like I said, that
And
enthusiasm.
Lucas, another one. There's all the seniors. Every one of them have done a great job.
Yeah. They really have, and we had a little bit of lag there, but I think our internet came back good and everything. But yeah, Coach, season obviously goals and everything that you have for the year. Understanding the playoff system, was it the same here as it was at home? But when you moved, is it set up the same way, or was it a little bit different?
It's a lot different in the way that, if you lose one or two games, you're probably you're hurting. It seemed like we had. The tough if you play tough teams and you lose, it doesn't matter, as much. So, but in the end, it's the same thing. But the playoff system's different. It's top 16 teams, and they rank them 1 through 16 based off of points. And the point systems is very similar, but the strength of schedule didn't matter, and that sort of thing. So, as much. So it's a little bit different, and there wasn't no districts or regions. So, you could be on a 6-hour drive on week 1, so it could just be ranking. So, so that's one reason, we always played an extremely tough schedule. I remember I think our worst, we were 6-4, 7-3 was a bad for us, for a state, but, we lost to Ohio, but they were number 1 in Ohio in Division II. We lost the state champion from, different states. And, but when we got in the playoffs, we kept rolling. So, because we've seen all the, we've seen so many good teams. So, I like playing tough teams. I think it makes you prepare better. I think even going on the road against North Laurel, that was a great thing for our kids, because they had to go. It was a later game. They got out on top. So there's a lot of great teaching moments within that game if you use it, and that's what I try to do is, what could have we done better? When we're in this situation again, what can we improve on? And they're kids, and I always say we're in it together. So whatever we got to do, we'll fix it. So I think it's a little bit different, the playoff system, but it's still comparable, I guess.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like the Kentucky version of it, just where pretty much everybody gets to go. Those first games a lot of times are really kind of irrelevant, but it does give everybody a great chance. And, I appreciate your time. I didn't mean to hold you this long, but man, I just love talking to you. But I can't go without talking about, you had Cade Elam, one of, probably arguably the best quarterback to come out of Corbin High School that left. And we got to give love to your son that stepped in there as quarterback. He has a lot of confidence. He is just a bulldog, and everybody was wondering how he would do. And I know he's your son, and it's hard to talk about your own, but I know you got to be proud of him. The kid takes a licking, keeps on kicking. I've seen him get hit. He just jumps right back up. You got to be proud of your leadership, and how important it is the person leading that huddle.
Yeah, he's it's special to me just that. I treat him the same and all that, but at the same time, ever since he was 5 years old, just big games, he's the first one out, him and Jake. And then, big wins or a big tough loss, they're in the locker room with me, So Mason has seen it all. I hate to say that, but he's been a part of some really, really great teams and moments, and he's been a part of some crappy days, and he understands that. So, but the good thing about Mason, he's a tough kid. And I've always said, he played defense last year, never played defense. Last night, Friday night, we put him in on defense because we had, Cam went out for a second and Lucas went out for a second, and we put Mason in at safety. He's our starting quarterback. So he wants to play. He's all about the team. He wants the ball. And it's not so much about he wants stats. He's that competitive. Like, he's that competitive that he thinks he can do it. And ultimately, I'm always we're good, Mason, but he's a tough kid, and he's been around it, and he's seen a lot of great football players, and he wants our team to be successful every week.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job, Coach. And again, best of luck to you. We love you, buddy. We appreciate you. Just the way you came in here, you couldn't have fit better, and wish the team the best of the luck the rest of the year. And thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Ronnie. We appreciate what you guys do. Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
All right. That's Coach Salmons there from Corbin High School, and his second year. A lot of you hadn't had a chance to meet him. So he's a great guy, and they're 2-0 on the year. When we come back, I'm going to take just a short break. Not going to be too awful long. I got my buddy, young man I've known since probably second or third grade. And I'm so proud of him coming in his senior year. He's QB1 for South Laurel, no other than Mason Griffin. Give me just a couple minutes. We'll come back and we'll have Mason here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. You're watching In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience.
From week 2.
They will build any
Brought to
size
you by
house.
Dixon
They build
Law
commercial
Office.
jobs such as banks,
Knox Central
gas
Panthers.
stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Aikens today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Take a look at the scores from week 2. Brought to you by Dixon Law Office. The Knox Central Panthers pick up a big win after a big game by Braden Sizemore, and the defense coming up with a big forced fumble with 3 minutes left in the game. They beat Marion County 20-19. The Corbin Redhounds go up to North Laurel in the Jungle and get a victory on the road 28-14. Corbin took a 28-7 lead at the end of the third period as Trey Person had a 12-yard touchdown run. Cam Estep had a 56-yarder, and Salmons also threw a 3-yard touchdown pass to Clay Akins. Corbin improves to 2-0 on the season. Mason Griffin had a big game in leading his South Laurel Cardinals to a 63-14 win against Clay County. Wes Dow had 3 touchdowns, and Carter Kelly added a touchdown for South Laurel to have a 28-14 lead at halftime. They outscored Clay County 35-0 in the second half.
That was the beginning. And I want to go ahead and bring on my buddy right now, Mr. Mason Griffin, just talking about that big victory Friday night. How's my buddy doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Just got done with film a couple hours ago, so I'm just kind of relaxing and hanging out.
Yeah. I want to ask you how tall you are, because I just seen pictures of you. Looks like what'd you end up tall height-wise? You passed the old man, looks like pretty easy.
I did pass old man. I'm about 6'3.5" now. But
All
I
right.
was 6'4".
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I was thinking you were looking 6'4", but man, what a great start to the season. Man, what's different this year? Just a lot of momentum, just a mentality, or what's going on with you?
I think it's a big mentality thing. The guys are all just more gun ho to the program, I think, and all the seniors have been busting their tails, and everybody's just more ready to go, I think, and everybody has more of a big dog eats kind of mindset.
Yeah, and you know your coach. I mean, you've got a Hall of Fame coach, man. That guy right there. He's turned the program around. And go back to the day you found out he was going to be your head coach, you know, and to where you met him the first time, and kind of where you are now. Talk about y'all's relationship.
Yeah, I've got a great relationship with Coach Hines. He's a one of a kind coach, and I think he's just a really good match for me as a player, as far as a coach. And he's just the way he runs his offense and the way that he coaches. He coaches very tough, and he doesn't allow you to slack off. He doesn't let anybody on the team slack off. And it doesn't matter if you go for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns or you have a terrible game. He's going to treat you the same way, and he's going to just get back to work the same way.
Man, that he just got a winning attitude, man. That's the
Absolutely.
best way to put it. It really is. But talk about that O-line in front of you, man. You got some guys working their butt off for you.
I do for sure. You know, all these people kind of hating on them, saying that they're undersized and they can't do it, but they really do. They bust their tail every single day. And I think they've made leaps and bounds, even just through these 2 games. They've come so far, because even in that first game, they were busting their tails every single play. And the second game, I think they channeled their energy more, and they kind of stayed more focused throughout the game. I didn't take a sack that entire game, and it was a huge thanks to my line, because they really did a phenomenal job.
I noticed too, just kind of watching some film, it seems like you're reading coverage well. Think about going back as a freshman, now you're a senior. How much more do you understand the field and those other 11 players on that other side of the ball?
Yeah, I think I've progressed a bunch as far as reading the field goes. I think when I was a freshman, I understood the concept, but I kind of got hooked on my first and second read, or trying to work matchups more than actually reading coverages. And this year, I think I credit a lot of my success to my ability to read coverages very fast. And that's just a huge part of the game, especially when you've got so many playmakers, because if you read the coverage correctly and you get the ball to them, it's big breakoffs.
Yeah, and you're learning that, and it's just so smooth, man. You know I love you, buddy. You know how proud I am of you, and I know you set goals this year. Let's talk about your goals. You know, sometimes you got to vocalize those. You know, going out with a bang. What would you love to see happen, buddy?
I would like nothing more than to give South Laurel a historic season. These people mean everything to me, and they're always so nice to me, and they're always like I'm the person they want. And it makes me play better. It makes me play with more confidence. So I think personally, I want to win until I can't win anymore. I want to win a state championship. And that's a big goal, and that's a big thing to accomplish. But I don't think you're a competitor if you don't want to win until you can't win anymore. And I would also like to have 4K yards and 40 touchdowns, but those will come if we win and we play our kind of football. So.
You've got a great start to that, man. You got a great pace, so that's going to be great. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, give some love tonight before I let you go?
Yeah, just the whole line, man. Tanner Hammonds, my left tackle, John Inman, Gunner, Ethan Rose, Logan Hare, all those linemen, man. They deserve so much more credit than they get. And everybody always bashes on them and tells them they're too little to do this or too little to do that, but they give me everything they got every night, and that's the only reason that anything works. So big shout out to the O-line for sure.
All right, buddy. Mason Griffin, proud of you, buddy. Gonna be watching you. I'm one of your biggest fans. You go out with the bang, leave it all on the field, buddy.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, QB1, Mason Griffin there from South Laurel, off to an amazing start. You know, we're very, very proud of him. We're going to finish the rest of the highlights from week 1, go through the awards, and finish up football here in the next few minutes.
The Harlan County Black Bears improved to 2-0 with an impressive 35-0 win over Eminence. They have yet to give up a point this year, outscoring their opponents 56-0. The Jackson County Generals fall to Knott Central 34-0. The Lynn Camp Wildcats improved to 2-0 on the season with a 43-0 win against Berea. 3 different rushers rushed for 100 yards, and DJ Wren led with over 200 yards. Braden Humpfleet and Jamie Gregory were right behind him. The Williamsburg Jackets fell to Paris 36-32, but they were behind 30-0. They fought all the way back, but just came up a little short, dropping to 1-1 on the season. Bell County improves to 2-0 on the season. They put up a 50 spot against Perry Central, going away with a 50-14 win. Their ground game and passing attack had the Commodores on their heels all night long. The Whitley County Colonels dug a hole early and fell to Hazard 42-7. Whitley County's Andrew Brown scored from 13 yards out to cut the lead to 28-7 with 1:46 to play in the third quarter, but Hazard added 2 more touchdowns.
Drop that.
Pineville loses to Betsy Lane 40-6. With the loss, Pineville goes to 1-1 on the season. Thanks once again to the good folks at Dixon Law Office for bringing us Week 2 scores on the 13th Region Media Network.
Restyles Consignment Store now open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., 506 4th Street, Corbin. We take gently used, nearly new items on consignment, and we take donations. Shop for housewares, clothing, shoes, baby items, and more. We even have things for the guys. Restyles Consignment Store. We do the work while you make a profit.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, call my good friend Sean Disney with USA Realty. Over 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 4 years experience as a multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to the success for you and your family. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to make your real estate dreams come true.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin Insurance Agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate. You're listening to Martin's Peterbilt presentation of In the Huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. Appreciate our sponsors, Jimmy and Donovan Storm from Kentucky Farm Bureau, Restyle Consignment Store, Harley Davidson of London, Wildcat Harley Davidson, that is. We appreciate L4 Security. We appreciate Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg, and again, the L4 Security Network. Want to go through the awards as we wrap up football. The top 5 football players of the week, sponsored by the Laurel County Sheriff, John Root. Thank you, John Root, for your service and for sponsoring this top 5 here that you could see. From Bell County, and unfortunately my picture covers it just a little bit, but that's number 12, Hunter Fusen. Had a killer week this week on defense. You got Mason Griffin that you just met, QB1 for South Laurel. Peyton Hamilton from Williamsburg had a great week in helping them come from behind. They fell a little short, but he was instrumental. Carter Kelly, a big touchdown pass for South Laurel. And DJ Wren, a phenomenal game for the Lynn Camp Wildcats. That's your top 5 players of the week that are brought to you by the Sheriff of Laurel County.
That had a phenomenal week in the 13th Region. Dixon Law Office sponsors the wide receiver of the week. It's Carter Kelly from the South Laurel Cardinals. He had 8 receptions for 117 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Let's take a look at the Defensive Player of the Week, brought to you by Scott Lisenby. It is Hunter Fusen from the Bell County Bobcats. He came up big defensively as the Bobcats improved to 2-0 on the season with a 50-14 win at Perry Central. Let's look at the running back of the week, brought to you by Scott Lisenby. It's DJ Wren from the Lynn Camp Wildcats, who rushed for over 200 yards this week in their win against Berea. Barrett and Blevins, attorney at law, sponsored the quarterback of the week. It's Mason Griffin from the South Laurel Cardinals, who had a big win in leading his team to 63 points. Now let's look at the football player of the week, brought to you by Dixon Law Office. It's Mason Griffin, the senior, was 26 for 34, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 318 yards in South Laurel's victory against Clay County. The team of the week in the 13th Region is the Lynn Camp Wildcats, brought to you by Bubby's Barbecue, a big 43-0 win against Berea. Now let's take a look at the volleyball team of the week. It's the Corbin Lady Redhounds, brought to you by Gondolier's Italian Restaurant. They repeat as the 2A Section 7 Region Champs. Volleyball Player of the Week, brought to you by Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, is Aubrey Clemens from the Corbin Lady Redhounds, who played instrumental defense in the victory over Whitley County in the championship game of the Section 7 2A Region Championship. Now let's look at the girls soccer team of the week, brought to you by Kim Crowley. It's the North Laurel Lady Jaguars. They picked up a big win this week over Greene County. And now let's look at the boys soccer team of the week, brought to you by Pepsi Cola of Corbin. It's the OBI Mountaineers, winners of the 13th Region All-A Tournament. And the soccer boys player of the week, brought to you by Kim Crowley, is Hero from OBI, who led his team to that 13th Region All-A Championship. And the girls soccer player of the week, brought to you by Kim Crowley, is Haley Combs from the North Laurel Lady Jaguars. Let's take a look at the top teams in the 13th Region Boys Soccer, brought to you by the good folks at Gondoliers Italian Restaurant, located off exit 41 in London. Coming in at number 9 is Knox Central. Number 8, Barberville. Number 7, Harlan County. Number 6, Middlesboro. Number 5, Corbin. Number 4, Whitley County. Number 3, South Laurel. Number 2, North Laurel. And the number 1 team, the OBI Mountaineers, with a perfect 5-0 record. Now let's take a look at the girls' top teams, brought to you by Kim Crowley. Number 8, Knox Central. Number 7, Harlan County. Number 6, Bell County. Number 5, South Laurel. Number 4, Whitley County. Number 3, Middlesboro. Number 2, Corbin. And the number 1 team, girls soccer in the 13th Region for Week 2, is the North Laurel Lady Jaguars. Now let's take a look at the Week 2 volleyball top 10 teams, brought to you by Gondoliers Italian Restaurant. Number 10, North Laurel. Number 9, Clay County. Number 8, Jackson County. Number 7, Knox Central. Number 6, Williamsburg. Number 5, South Laurel. Number 4, Harlan County. Number 3, Bell County. Number 2, Whitley County. And the new number 1 team for Week 2 are the Corbin Lady Redhounds. Let's take a look at Week 2 top 10 football teams, brought to you by Baird and Blevins, attorney at law. Breaking the top 10, Lynn Camp at number 10. Williamsburg, number 9. Middlesboro, number 8. Knox Central, number 7. Harlan County, number 6. Whitley County, number 5. North Laurel, number 4. South Laurel, number 3. Corbin, number 2. And for the second week in a row, the Bell County Bobcats are the number 1 team in the 13th Region. Congratulations to all the teams and student athletes here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.
And we appreciate you being back with us here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network, presented by Martin's Peterbilt. We've talked about football. And, last year I was so glad that the powers to be decided, you know what? We want to be able to give soccer some love. We want to be able to give volleyball some love. And you know what? A lot of regions don't have the opportunity to do that. And I'm so glad that we're able to promote these coaches, and these teams, and these student athletes, because we have some great teams here in the mountains. And so we've got 2 great guests, 2 wonderful people. First off, we're going to go soccer first because he's been in the back longer, and I got another special guest after that for volleyball. But I want you to introduce you to Mr. Hunter House. Hunter is the new boys soccer coach there at OBI. Coach House, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, obviously you guys are off to a great start, but, this will be an opportunity where maybe a lot of people didn't know you or don't know much about him, why don't you kind of tell everybody your background, where you came from, and even how you ended up at OBI?
Yeah, so born and raised here in Laurel County in London. I actually went to South Laurel, played high school soccer there, played a little bit of college ball at Union, and also at Johnson University, which is in Tennessee. I teach PE, kindergarten through fifth grade, and yeah, kind of interesting that I'm at OBI now. I've coached middle school, I've coached some club soccer in the past, and the job kind of came open. And high school is really where I wanted to be. And after talking with Mr. Hall, who's a great athletic director, and Mr. Gritton, our president over there, it was just a great fit all the way around. And yeah, it's kind of a match made in heaven, really. That's at least how I feel. I hope they feel that way as well.
Oh yeah, you're a lot of people talking, man. You just fitting in so well, and I just knew everybody they might have recognized your name. Hey, where'd he come from? I thought he was a Laurel County guy. So I'm glad you answered all that question. You got Kaylee Cheek says, "Go Coach." So you got some fans watching the show tonight.
Looks like it. A few.
Let's talk about Hero. Listen, I had him on last year. He had a buddy with him to kind of help him a little bit with English, and this is how I'm going to know if you're integrated or not. Can you pronounce Hero's last name?
Absolutely. He's player of the week, Hero, K. John Supawacharo.
If you notice, I just said Hero because I just didn't want people to think maybe that I was speaking in tongues or something in the middle of the show. I wasn't for sure.
Absolutely.
But
I caught that. I was like, oh, come on now.
I'm going to learn it because you know why he deserves it. Because listen, in all seriousness, man, that kid can play.
He is. He's fun to watch. When he has the ball at his feet and he's driving at somebody one-on-one, 9 times out of 10, he's going to beat him and he's gone the other way. I'm on him. I'm like, hey, listen, Hero, like nobody can touch you with the ball. Like we got to do this more. And he's like, yeah, coach, whatever. But we're working on him. But yeah, he's a great player. He's a great kid too. He's awesome to be around. The energy that he brings to the team every day, it's special. And I can't wait to see what he does this season. And then definitely he has the ability to go on to the next level as well.
Well, talk about some of the other players that, a lot of people may not have had a chance to watch your team. Who's some ones that have really busted their butt for you and working hard and earning that playing time?
Yeah, Amadeus Martin. He's kind of the engine of our team. He really drives our midfield, and he's a great player as well. He's college ready right now, and assist goals. He can chip in on both ends of the field. Sorry, and he not only is he a great player, but you talk to him and he's just the best kid ever. He has this, he's so humble. He's always smiling and he's just great to be around as well. And then Jonathan Fan, Jonathan, he kind of goes under the radar a little bit because he's our center back. But, he's the best center back in the region. He's the best leader in the region. And, I keep telling my assistant coach, shout out to Tyler, who is a big part of what we do as well. I tell Tyler every day, I'm like, man, John's going to be a great coach one day. Just the way he leads out onto the field and, he directs everybody else. And it's awesome being around all those guys. And then a couple other guys I definitely got to mention coming back is Mike Mackay DeWitt. He's going to be great for us as well. And then a couple of new guys, Nahom Una and Pietro Lee, Becca Casa. All those guys, they're new this year. May not know much about them, but they're going to be huge for us as well. And we're really excited. We think we have a great team. We believe we can beat anybody. It doesn't matter if it's Henry Clay or collegiate. That's kind of what I'm preaching right now. And I tell the boys, listen, we can believe that, but we got to back it up with our energy, effort, and intensity every day. So, we really believe that we have a good team and we can beat anybody.
Well, thinking where the team went last year, I think the goals this year would be no less than to at least be where you were.
Yeah, absolutely. For me coming in as a new head coach, it's like, okay, how do I come in and elevate this already good team, these already good players? So for me as a coach, it's been challenging, but I'm up for the challenge and I'm really happy to be there and hopefully we can do it again.
Yeah, well, we're rooting for you. I mean, to see, a small school in the mountains to have the success OBI has, they're on the map and people are watching them. And what I'd like to do later in the year is we'll have you back on the show and try to get 3 or 4 of the players together with you and maybe together in a room or something. And we'll just
Absolutely.
give them all some love. And if you're cool with that, we'll have you back on later in the year.
Absolutely, they would love that. I can't go enough about how great of soccer players they are, but as great people as well, and they really are awesome. And the whole OBI family have just embraced me since day one. Whenever it was announced that I was the head coach, I was just flooded with messages from people I had never even met before. And you always hear whispers about how OBI is a special place, but I don't think you fully understand that until you step foot there. And they really support me, they support this team, and it really is just a family.
Yeah, well, Coach House, thank you for joining us tonight. OBI's coach, 5-0 on the season. We wish you the best, and we'll see you down the road. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much. Tough week coming up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck. We'll be watching. Have a good
Thank
week.
you. Appreciate it. You guys too.
Yeah, all right. That's Coach Hunter House from OBI, and man, he brings a lot of energy to that team. And they had such success last year, making it all the way to the end. And he's going to do a great job there. And we're glad to give you a chance to meet him. Now we're going to turn to volleyball. Talk about volleyball. One of my favorite coaches. I just love her enthusiasm and just what she brings to the table. And her husband's a pretty cool guy too. I kind of like him, got to know him a little bit. So we got to give him some love too. But Coach Jones from the Corbin Lady Red Hounds, I know you've had a big weekend. Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight.
No, thank you for having me. Any chance I get to brag on my girls, I will gladly accept.
Well, let's talk about this weekend. It's been described as a major upset or whatever, but do your girls believe that, hey, every time I've watched you guys play Whitley County, it's went back and forth so much. Coach Halcomb, does an amazing job down there. I mean, the intensity of that game, that was something else.
It is. I think this year people wondered what we were going to look like. When you lose your setter and you have a new libero, naturally you wonder what that's going to look like. So we started with this season we're very young overall, and people knew that. And these girls, I can't brag enough about them. They're hungry, they're eager, and they showed up.
Well, one thing that I've noticed, you talked about your kids being young, is your involvement with the younger girls, the middle school program and all that. I think you're really reaping the benefits of the time that you've put into these girls.
Yes. No, we have a freshman group that is very strong, very strong. They are going to be exciting to watch as they progress and become upperclassmen. Now, we have a lot of great club programs that pour into these girls, and these girls do so much outside of the gym. They're driving here and there for lessons. They are taking lessons constantly. They put a lot of work inside the gym and outside of the gym.
So let's go ahead and set it up for people that haven't had a chance to see you this year. Let's go 1 through 6, kind of talk about each one of the girls that you got starting. And if you want to mention anybody you bring in, you're more than welcome to do that.
That's what's interesting is we don't have just 6. Right now, I was looking last night, we have 11 players putting stats up, which is, wow. Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. So I'm going to run through all of them. On defense, we have a freshman libero, Tatum Strain, that is phenomenal. She has stepped into a very high pressure role and she is crushing it. Aiden is one of our seniors. She's doing fabulous on defense. Izzy Evans, Emma Wilder's coming in, serving, playing right back. And then front line, we've got Harper Newcomb, which is just started the 8th grade last week as our setter. And running some stats, for what she's averaging by the end of the season, she's pacing 1,000 assists right now.
Wow.
Crazy impressive. Right side, Laura Newcomb, Presley Griffin are both putting up stats and showing big things. In the middle, Annabelle Griffin, which is a freshman, crazy talented. She sees the court incredibly well. There's a hole, she's going to find it. We've got Aubrey Clemens. She's new to us, but it feels like she's been with us the whole time. And then on the outside, Brooke Mills, she's played middle a lot, but this year we've put her on outside and she's thriving out there. And then we have our other outside, Shelby Carroll, which is, if you have seen Shelby play,
yes,
doesn't truly need an introduction, but she deserves an introduction. And her presence on the floor is incredible. She was showing up last year at the end of the year in a really big way, but the progress she has made from last year this year is incredible. And I genuinely believe she's competing for Region Player of the Year. Her stats are supporting it. When she walks on the floor, she has a presence. And when she is on offense, she has intention every time she touches the ball. She is intending to send it to every place that is hitting. So it's impressive to see. She's one of those players you don't get a hold of very often. So it's going to be very exciting to see this group progress and the runs that they are going to make.
I can just imagine, Coach, the intensity of your practices to have that many players. You know that what is a normal practice like? I mean, I'm sure they're diving and jumping and sweating, and I bet that's pretty intense.
It is. And Lauren and I truly believe you can never be too good at the fundamentals. We're not a team that comes in and scrimmages for 2 hours. We run the smallest. I mean, we are fundamentals all day. And then scrimmage time is kind of playtime at the end of the day. And that's really what it boils down to, is you can never be too good at fundamentals.
Well, that shows on the court, and you know, I just love the rivalry. You know, obviously with Whitley County, and to think you guys are going to get to play so many times this year. But and there's some other good teams in the region that people don't need to overlook as well. It's not just a 2-team race. So thinking about the region and where it's going, to think about your program when you took over a few years ago and where you are now. Are you where you wanted to be?
I mean, there's always room for improvement. We're pretty tough critics. We're going to push and prepare, but we're going to be their biggest fan at the end of the day too. So we have short-term goals with this program, and we have long-term goals. With this younger group, we're going to play a tough schedule. We're going to expose them to every speed of offense, and our schedule will reflect that. Fleming County last weekend, we played Great Crossing and a couple really hard teams. Next weekend, we'll go play Ashland Blazer. We challenge them, and I'm okay with taking a loss to learn, because in the long run, we're not doing them any favors if we have a perfect season. That means I've not challenged them, we've not pushed them, and I don't want that for them.
You got a great team around you. You mentioned Lauren, your coaching staff and all that. How important is that? You got people that could be head coaches at other schools.
Oh, 100%. Lauren's knowledge of the game is amazing. She brings so much to the table. I really view the two of us as co-coaches. I mean, she brings as much as I do. We're one's weak, one is strong, vice versa. And she steps in, and nobody's trying to outshine the other. We just want what's best for the girls and the program. And that's how we see it. Everybody has a voice.
Yeah. Well, and it's fun. It's fun watching you on the sidelines. You know, you hold it together so well in that intensity, and we just appreciate you joining us tonight. You know, I'm proud of you, proud of your work ethic and what you've done and where you've set the program. And I just wish you the best of luck the rest of the season.
We appreciate it. Any chance to brag on our girls, we'll take.
Yeah, we'll have some on later in the year. I'll get a hold of you. Let me know who you want to bring on. Who would bring some energy to our show? That's what we need, a little energy. So,
all of them. And as far as energy, I'll say that about our bench and our cheering section. If you've watched us play, we definitely bring the energy. So, I mean, the celebrations are my favorite.
They are.
Watching film this morning, and I'll point out Annabelle Griffin. She brings a lot of energy to those celebrations. So, and that's a big part of the support, is when you see one have success, you will see our entire team celebrating the other. So at the end of the day, we are one big family.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Coach Jones, for joining us tonight.
I appreciate it, Ronnie. Thank you.
Right. Have a great night.
You too.
That is the Corbin Lady Redhounds. They just won the Section 7 2A. Beat Whitley County, and I'm telling you, if you have never had an opportunity to watch high school volleyball in the 13th region, I'm telling you, there are 7 or 8 schools around here. They are jumping above that net. They're diving on the floor. And she mentioned the celebration. These girls, the way they celebrate each other on the sideline, not just Corbin, Whitley, some of the other teams too that I've seen. It is absolutely uplifting just to see how much fun that they're having. So we appreciate Coach Jones, Coach House, and Coach Salmons being with us tonight, and also Mason Griffin. We appreciate Martin's Peterbilt for presenting the
inside the huddle here on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network. We appreciate Jimmy and Donovan Storm from Kentucky Farm Bureau and L4 Security and Martin's Peterbilt for all that they do. And then also Restyle Consignment for their sponsorship. Heritage Pharmacy, we appreciate you for all that you do. And of course, Zach Davison down there at Allstate in Corbin. If it wasn't for them, this wouldn't be possible. And then I know we have commercials, but we do that because every one of these businesses have invested in us just having an opportunity to give some love to the student athletes of the region. And I absolutely love having the opportunity to do it. Our game of the week this last week was Corbin and North Laurel. DC Turner and Sean Jackson did an amazing job. Over 15,000 views of watching that game. And that's what high school football is all about. And it was packed out at the Jungle. But it gives everybody, not just in Corbin, London, and around that area, but people around the world have an opportunity to watch it through the web. We are on YouTube. We are on X and on Facebook. So we just absolutely thank you for joining us tonight. We ask you to mention all these sponsors. And again, appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come on your screen and hang out with you on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock here on In the Huddle. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. We're going to give our sponsors a little more love. We'll see you next time. We'll announce the game of the week in football here in just a day or two. God bless you and have a wonderful night.
No doubt in the world we live in today, security is our number one priority. Let me tell you about the good folks at L4 Security Group. They offer surveillance, hiring solutions, risk management, guards, mobile patrol, and much more. Buddy Blair and John Blanton have over 60 years experience in the industry and protect over 12 states. Make sure you check out their new location at 116 Shiloh Drive in London, Kentucky. Thank you, L4 Security Group, for your sponsorship of the 13th Region Media Network.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Gondolier's Italian Restaurant and Pizza had been around since 2009. They're locally owned and operated and enjoy sharing their made-from-scratch Italian favorites, such as oven-fresh pizza and the sweetest desserts in the London and surrounding community. They use fresh ingredients and offer something for everyone's taste: pizza, pasta, burgers, wings, sandwiches, and lots more. And don't forget those made-from-scratch cakes. Whether you're a beloved customer or for the first time, we'd love to welcome you to Gondolier's Italian Restaurant, off exit 41 in London.
Life is full of surprises. Some good, some unexpected. That's why you need protection for your home, your car, and your family's future. I'm Agent Jimmy Storm, your local Kentucky Farm Bureau agent, and I'll help you find personalized coverage that fits your needs and your budget. Call me today at 606-528-2030 for a free quote and a peace of mind.
If you have a building project, please consider the good folks at Aikens Construction and Excavating. Their company's history is rooted in a family legacy passed down from generation to generation. They have over 50 years of home building experience. They will build any size house. They've built commercial jobs such as banks, gas stations, and restaurants. And more importantly, they'll take care of the whole process. You won't have to worry about it. Call Jordan Aikens today, 606-215-7531. Proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network.
Restyle's Consignment Store now open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., 506 4th Street, Corbin. We take gently used, nearly new items on consignment, and we take donations. Shop for housewares, clothing, shoes, baby items, and more. We even have things for the guys. Restyle's Consignment Store. We do the work while you make a profit.
This is Donovan Storm here, the manager at the Kentucky Farm Bureau office, the South Laurel Agency here on West Cumberland Gap Parkway in Corbin. My office offers a full line of insurance products to protect your family and your business needs. We offer home, auto, life, health, workers' compensation, and business insurance. I have a friendly staff that's ready to assist you. Give us a call at 528-2030. Again, my staff is located at 1456 West Cumberland Gap Parkway, Corbin, Kentucky.
Are you ready to turn your real estate dreams into a reality? If so, call my good friend Sean Disney with USA Realty. Over 27 years of banking experience in commercial and real estate lending and 4 years experience as a multi-million-dollar producing agent. He's honest, professional, and committed to the success for you and your family. Call Sean today at 606-620-8350. He's ready and waiting to make your real estate dreams come true.
We blaze trails where others won't, refusing to settle for the status quo. We hunger for something more, and we'll stop at nothing to achieve it. Riding across great plains, over mountain passes, and through the heart of America to see more, feel more, be more. This is our American dream. Ride with us.
Let me introduce you to pharmacist Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy. Heritage Pharmacy is an independently owned pharmacy located within the Dayspring Regional Health Center at Cumberland Regional Mall. They offer prescription refills, consultation, OTC medications, immunizations, and have a convenient drive-through. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call them today, 606-560-6580. That's Heritage Pharmacy in the Cumberland Regional Mall in Williamsburg. Laurel County Sheriff John Root would like to wish all the student athletes of the 13th Region a very happy, successful, and injury-free season. He'd also like to invite you to come see the brand new state-of-the-art Sheriff's Office located at 1380 Kentucky 192 East in Laurel County. From all the staff serving Laurel County, we thank you for being proud sponsors of the 13th Region Media Network. When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about you, more about your world, and more about what you need. And that's exactly what you'll get from Corbin insurance agent Zach Davison. He's my insurance agent, and he's an agent that doesn't just know about Corbin, but he lives here, and he wants to protect life here. Contact Zach today. It's located on Cumberland Falls Highway in Corbin, Kentucky. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we hope you've enjoyed In the Huddle, presented by Martin's Peterbilt of London, Kentucky. Sponsored by your Laurel County Farm Bureau agents Donovan and Jimmy Storm. Reese Styles Consignment Shop in Corbin, Kentucky. Also, Sierra Swords and the good folks at Heritage Pharmacy in Williamsburg. Wildcat Harley Davidson in London, Kentucky. Allstate agent Zach Davison in Corbin, Kentucky. The L4 Security Network from London, Kentucky. All here on In the Huddle on the L4 Security 13th Region Media Network.